What's going on for you? I got a chart of the planet's locations here, and let's check them out. Mars is coming up to oppose Saturn. There it is, Mars. Towards the end of next week, and young men are going to battle authority. This time, a lot of time be guys in jail, be all the young men in Baltimore or Ferguson. They don't like the judge, they don't like the politician, they don't like the restriction. So that's a big opposition. You can have fires here and explosions and things. We still got the Uranus-Pluto square, video cameras blocking police perversions. This is the new analysis machine blocking the pollution of your food and your drink and your smoke. Yes, Jupiter is still in trine to Uranus. There's still moments of enlightenment going along and stuff. Yeah, a lot of the zip got off of it after May 4th full moon. Took some of the lunacy out of it. Some little lunacy in the right way, sometimes a good thing. But anyway, we still have a lot of enlightenment and good news going on. Yes. And now we have another full moon, the 14-degree Scorpio full moon, that just happened a few days ago for you, trines Pluto, and a lot of discovery goes on. Hopefully Pluto is the la and the discovery of this information that Captain Cook and his buddies found them. The most common house pet, in the Hawaiian homes was a large black bird, and there was a goose in the yard. Well, we did not know this. This is new information. So you can't blame the folks for trying to save the birds thinking they're wild. No, we just got to change our mindset and get a different plan together. That's what discovery is all about. So now we're in the discovery phase since May 4th full moon. All of that stuff about the police that we had to block and stop and put on videotape, and the pollution and the volcanoes, more to say on that. Even the UFO thing came up. There was NASA, the head of NASA came out and said, we'll have our life on intelligent life out there within 10 to 20 years, he says. We're gearing up to do it. Hooray. So there was anyway, Uranus had his time for a while, and since May 4th, that full moon, the emphasis is not on him, it's on Pluto. Let's go discover what it's like to be a policeman. Suppose you took all the policemen and put them in white uniforms and took the pistols away, leave the long guns in their car. And you'd have a whole bunch of different kind of policemen just wearing white without a sidearm. And then the training of quick draw shoot. Screw that. They don't even teach them to shoot at their feet. They teach them to shoot them at got a kill shot right for the center. Yeah, that's the training they get. Their training stinks. And their appearance stinks. Don't dress in black. You don't need sidearms. Change the whole thing. So we have a time to do that in discovery until about June 3rd. There's another full moon and shifts all the emphasis off of that. So, coming up, by the way, at the end of next week, you're into no shadow times, and time to be religious and meet your father. Well, here's the planets all set up, and they're in their proper places, and we're going to run the moon around the edge of this planetary pattern. The moon goes all the way around once a month, and as it moves around, it makes angles, squares, obstacles, oppositions, fights, trines, and sextiles. Oh, goody, goody, ease. That makes those angles to all these actors on the stage, and that's how we generate what we call the mood of the times. So what's the mood of the times? Well, Thursday night, your moon's already in Capricorn. You're starting to feel a little bit of that zap. Volcanoes, police, sharks comes up in the middle of Friday. The moon goes by Pluto, and that's what you're thinking about. Of course, it squares Uranus in the afternoon, and here's a bunch of I feel alone, and what can we do, and what good is a video camera, and blah blah. There's a feeling of aloneness. So this is your common disaster thing, Freaky Fridays, the frenzied Fridays. And there it is, moon going by Pluto. It starts with an opposition to Venus, well, I won't get into that. That's early Thursday morning. The girls aren't happy. There's no sweets. But early Friday morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, there's a sextile to Neptune. There's some spirituality and music. It's just the power goes out through most of Friday. Eek, a bug. When the moon goes by Pluto, it sets off your crocodile mind. Flight or fight. Sudden startle reflexes. Sudden fears. What's underground? You'll feel a little better as you go into Saturday, but the moon's still in Capricorn here until the middle of the day. And about the time it shifts into Aquarius, there's a nice trine to Mars, and you start to feel heroic. I'll go out and get things done. I'll fix things. If there's a hurricane warning, I'll go store things. I'll tape the windows. I'll do stuff. Okay, good. Get out and be a hero. Do physical things Saturday. It could be sports, because here's a nice sextile to Saturn, and it's kind of organized, huh? Organized physical repair, sports, physical activity is for Saturday. Moon's still in Aquarius on Sunday, and on the 10th, and it starts with a nice trine to Mercury. The kids are happy, we're communicating. And then after lunch, here's the opposition to Jupiter, and the square to the full moon at 14 Scorpio. And so we're overdoing it, and we're pumping it up, and it's too big. And the lawyers, everybody's pumping up their trip, the professors, the lawyers, these so-called wise men. Look out, you're not going to like them much here on Sunday. Call them talking heads, you don't see news anymore on the so-called news networks. You see blocks of heads that are supposed to be experts. This guy was a Navy SEAL, this guy was CIA, here's FBI. What do you guys think about ISIS? And they go on for hours. It's not news. That's opinion. God, I hate Fox. I can't understand what they're doing. You just tune into Fox, the third word will be Clinton, Hillary. It's full attack all the time, 24 hours a day. Talking heads, Sunday. You don't feel so hot Sunday night late. Around midnight, there's a square to the sun. You lose your ambition. Better you go to bed early. On Monday, the moon's still in Aquarius on the 11th. There's a square to Mars in the afternoon, so physical activity, you tend to lose your temper. Sorry. There's a square to Saturn, too, and so this is when the young men and the jails are rousing up, and the young men are breaking things, and there's civil disobedience, and they don't like signs and lines and restrictions, and you're going to feel that real strong Monday. You may run a stop sign yourself here Monday afternoon or evening. Do you ever just go and run nobody's around, there's a stop signal, and just run it? What a feeling, oh boy. Well, there is a nice a trine to Venus Monday night, so there's some sweets, some sex, some love. Stay up late, it's about 9, 10 o'clock. Not bad. But the day was kind of lousy with Mars and Saturn, frustrated action and organization. On Tuesday, the moon's in Pisces still, and it goes by Neptune here around breakfast time. And there's sensitivity, and you see colors better and smell better. And, this is a time of sensitivity and artistic and religious awareness. A lot of compassion, the Dalai Lama would call it, occurs here Tuesday morning. The priest, artists, doctors are all standing up and having their say. Okay, well, I'd argue with some of them here Tuesday afternoon. There's a square to Mercury, and I probably didn't like what a lot of them said. Me. But there's a sextile to Pluto. This is before dinner in the afternoon here. There's more discovery happening Tuesday with the moon in Pisces. And on Wednesday morning, there's a sextile to the sun. The moon's still in Pisces, and you can take some of that discovery you got Tuesday night and apply it and make a plan Wednesday morning, and it should work. Wednesday night, after dinner, the moon shifts into Aries, and the ball game changes again. Constructive physical activity Wednesday night. But Thursday morning, around breakfast time, here's a square to Venus. I'm tired. Too much sugar. I didn't get no rest. The sweets taste terrible. I'm lazy. Everybody's late Thursday. The moon goes by the south node here in the middle of the day, and everybody feels like they need help. That's because you pigged out on sugar. And sugar takes the B vitamins out of your body. You can't use sugar unless you've got B vitamins. Shift to molasses and honey. Sugar makes you tired and sucks up the B vitamins, make you paranoid. Anyway, you'll see some of that probably Thursday morning, no matter how hard you try not to. There's a trine to Jupiter Thursday night after dinner, and wisdom starts going. The lawyers, professors are saying, yeah, lightning bolts of truth. It gets more zappy as you go into the evening. But there is a square to Pluto. This is after dinner, around 7, 8 o'clock or something. Sirens, obstacles, emergencies, a little panicky feeling in the middle of all this enlightenment. Strange. Thursday night. Friday you'll still be recovering on the 15th. There's no major aspects. Saturday the 16th, the moon's in Taurus, and there's a nice sextile to Venus and Neptune, and there's love, and there's music, and there's party on Saturday afternoon. Trine to Pluto, discovery, Saturday night. Very nice day Saturday with the moon in Taurus. On Sunday the moon's still in Taurus. You're going towards a new moon, and overdoing it a little bit. Early in the morning there's a square to Jupiter. And on Monday, you're going in the Mars zone here, so you're going to be a little impatient and angry. That's the way it is here. On this second week of May 2015.